Now that we've removed a clean code violation from the previous code that we had, we can finally address these last two test cases that we had written on the board the other day. So we want to look at the one character strings and make sure we count that as one unique word and make sure we get the right frequency map. So this is very similar to what we did in class today, except that now we're building on the clean version of the code. So let's see. Here we are. We want to write a new test case. Test analyze, that's the method we're testing. We're looking at one character string, one unique word. So when analyzing a, assert equals, so we expect there to be 1 when we ask for the count number of unique words. Let's try running it. It already passes. How about that? Are we done? Of course not. Red, green, refactor. I don't like the fact that we have this string literal repeated twice. Now, the name of the method does still kind of tell us what we're dealing with, but we can make this even more obvious by pulling this out into a constant. So let's do it. Let's say we have a private static final string, one character word. Now, there should be no doubt here. Although there's a nomenclature problem. Here we call it one character word, here we call it one character string. Let's go with the naming that we already had in the test. So Shift F6 for rename, one character string. And of course, because that's a constant, we put it up here in screaming caps. All right, that looks good. Let's go ahead and commit that. Well, or the other one will be very similar. You know what? Let's just add the next one. Now, I've never regretted having lots of small commits. Let's do it. Okay, so our commit here is add test case for to count. You know what? Let's say count number of unique words in one character strings. That's good. That's what it actually does. All right, next case. Public void test analyze. Again, that's the method name we're testing. We're going to look for one character string, and we'll say the frequency of the word, one word is 1. All right, when analyzing the one character string, we want to say that the mapping will be from the one character string to the number 1. And I think the easiest way to do that is to create an expected map and then compare them. So we'll make a map here of string to integer. I'll call it expected. That'll be a hash map. Good. And we'll put something in there. Expected.put our key. Again, because we have this pulled out as a constant, we can use that with confidence, right? That's nice. 1. Assert equals. Expected is expected, and the actual is analysis.frequency. All right, let's try that. And what do you know? In that refactoring we did before, we already solved this problem. So we kind of skipped the red step. We look at the green step, and we consider, is there anything here that needs to refactor? We've already pulled this out as a constant. I think that looks okay. It's only 4 lines, so that meets my 4-line criteria. Let's commit it. And this is another case where I think it would be reasonable to just amend that commit and say count number of unique words and their frequency in one character strings. Let's see, is that 50 characters or less? It's going to be pretty close. I think it's okay for us. Commit. I'll go ahead and push that out, and you can pull it and tinker with it. Maybe you can think about the next test case that we'll deal with. Thanks for watching.